Yes, is this Proverbs 21? Did I reach the 21st? Okay, listen very carefully. I need you to tell them to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, I view from the future. I know things. How? My goodness, man, have you never seen Doctor Who, the wibbly wobbly ball of timey-wimey stuff? Come on, man. Hello? Hello? I think it's too late. I think we've lost him. Proverbs 22. A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, loving favor rather than silver and gold. The rich and poor have this in common: the Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. By humility and fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the perverse. He who guards his soul will be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old he will not depart from it. The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He who sows iniquity will reap sorrow, and the rod of his anger will fail. He who has a generous eye will be blessed, for he gives of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scoffer, and contention will leave. Yes, strife and reproach will cease. He who loves purity of heart and has grace on his lips, the king will be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the faithless. The lazy man says, "There is a lion outside. I shall be slain in the streets." The mouth of an immoral woman is a deep pit. He who is abhorred by the Lord will fall in there. Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. The rod of correction will drive it from him. He who oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he who gives to the rich will surely come to poverty. Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if you keep them within you. Let them all be fixed upon your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I have instructed you today, even you. I have not written to you excellent things, of counsel and knowledge, that I might make you know the certainty of the words of truth. That truth you may answer words of truth to those who send you. Do not rob the poor because he is poor, nor oppress the afflicted at the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause and plunder the soul of those who plunder them. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man do not go, lest you learn his ways and set a snare for your soul. Do not be one of those who shakes hands in a pledge, one of those who is surety for debts. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should you take away your bed from under you? Do not remove the ancient landmark which your fathers have set. Do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before unknown men. Proverbs 22. Another great one here. Let's jump right in with verse 1. This is what my dad always stressed to me, and he had a good name, and he gave that good name to me. And I have always striven to keep that good name as well. A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. And if that means to ask forgiveness for something, if that means to give a refund to keep your good name, that is what that means. And I have been given an excellent example of that throughout my life. Verse 3 is a great one. It's simple, but it's great. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. How often we forget verse 7. The borrower is servant to the lender. If you borrow, you are servant to the lender. That's why it's so important to have a rule of not borrowing, or just be extremely careful when you do borrow, because you are their slave, you are their servant, and they can do whatever to get that money back because you borrowed it. I like verse 11. He who loves purity of heart and has grace on his lips, the king will be his friend. I just think it's a nice, happy one. There's always a nice one. We see so many rich people getting richer and poor getting poorer, and those who oppress the poor in their riches. And verse 16 says, he who oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he who gives to the rich will surely come to poverty. God wins in the end, and those people will not be tolerated. And then verse 17 to 29 is really getting back to that fatherly feel, telling his son, Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise.